Is this Singaporean or is it Malaysian? In this special R.age series, we find out the origins of our favorite dishes. Okay, we've talked so much about chili crab. Now the next dish we're going to look at is yusheng. Why are we talking about yusheng? Well, we celebrate Chinese New Year. We have yusheng. It's so iconic during this festive period. We wonder whether yusheng is actually a Singaporean invention. Well, let's find out. According to food consultant KFC To, the practice of eating marinated raw fish did not exactly kick off in Singapore.
Yusheng has been eaten for centuries in China. Okay, you know, you don't believe, you ask any of your this is the internet generation, so your great grandfolks who were alive before the spat, they have been eating yusheng with their porridge, with their rice or even noodles or whatever, way back when. So it was the yusheng, the version, the wonderful jazzed up color version, came up when the spat, the four heavenly kings of Makan, was a title given to four very young chefs way back in, I think, the 60s, I think. A title given to them when they were just little kids. Very gung-ho. They were awarded this by some like ancient, very well respected and a Chinese culinary association, like 100-year, 200-year-old kind of a Chinese culinary association. They gave that title to them. Today, that title has never been given. Nobody else has deserved that title. So I went down to Lai Wah restaurant where two of the four heavenly chefs once cooked up a storm. Chef Lau Yok Pui and the late Tam Yu Kai were head chefs at Lai Wah when the four men, including Sin Leong and Hoi Kok Wai, created the yusheng salad of raw fish, fresh and pickled vegetables that we know now. The four chefs had previously been colleagues at the Cathay restaurant at Cathay Building. The owner of Lai Wah took over the family business from his father. Mr. Wong Ka-on and his wife, already in their 60s, are proud of this dish created in 1964. According to Mr. Wong, the specific version put together by Lai Wah's former head chefs involved pre-mixed sauces.
Two of our head chefs, they concocted this idea of having pre-mixed sauce for the yusheng. Previously, everybody else is selling yusheng with a big variety of condiment and sauces, and the customer will do the mixing themselves. Now, some of them are experienced, but some are not so experienced, and as a result, they will have the sauce which is too sour or too salty, and this creates a lot of logistic problem. Then our chef said, okay, I will pre-mix the whole lot into just one sauce. What they need to do is just add the sauce into the yusheng.
Also just one sauce
Yes, and it will give you the right blend of taste.
Do you think that yusheng, being such an iconic local dish, do you think that it's definitely a Singaporean invention, a Singaporean dish?
I'm quite sure if we talk about a pre-mixed sauce, we are the first one to do it. By that time, they're still selling yusheng everywhere else with a whole range of sauce for the customer to mix themselves.
For today, since it's not the festive season, the Wongs put together a mini yusheng platter as some of the ingredients are available only during Chinese New Year. This dish, in its full glory, involves close to 27 ingredients and various sauces, sweet and sour. Is it Singaporean? Well, now it can be found in Malaysia, but less likely in other parts of Asia.
I, of course, thought that Chinese all around the world ate yusheng. Obviously not, because it's not found in Taiwan, it's not found in Hong Kong.
Yes.
It's not found in China. My friend whose father went back to China to have a kampong house, one day was very clever, and he thought, okay, let's have yusheng, and caught the fish from the paddy field, and he caught fluke. People in China don't eat raw fish because it's dangerous. He caught fluke, which is and they couldn't even diagnose it because it's a rare tropical disease.
Well, putting together any old raw fish and vegetables does not necessarily a tasty yusheng make. What makes a yusheng platter sparkle? Find out next.